my husband started asking me what my thoughts were on surrogacy or artificial insemination. I was immediately like, what are you talking about? Absolutely not. I guess his one defense was that we had been trying for a baby for 3 months at this point with no luck, so maybe he was getting impatient? But as much as I wanted to give my husband the benefit of the doubt, I knew that the man I loved would never bring up the idea of having a surrogate baby on his own. So, I did the thing everyone tells you to never do. I checked his phone. The last thing I expected to find was a lengthy text conversation with his mother being the first thing on his messages app, mainly since he spent all his free time complaining about his mother. But then I started reading. And that's how I discovered that my mother-in-law had been sending my husband out on dates with other women for the past 3 months. I know I was in the wrong for going on my husband's phone while he went into the shower, but after he asked me about surrogacy and artificial insemination out of nowhere, I knew something was in his phone. I was surprised to find a lengthy conversation with his mother of all people. In the text chat, I found him agreeing with his mother over being afraid of having ginger children, and I discovered that it was my mother-in-law who put the idea in his mind about having a surrogate give birth instead of me. Then, I discovered that my mother-in-law had been setting my husband up on dates with these women that she wanted to use as the surrogate for my baby, without my permission, without ever even confirming that I would be okay with having a surrogate. I texted my mother-in-law from my husband's phone letting her know that I had read these messages and was not okay with them. Then, my husband came out of the shower, so I confronted him, too. We got into a screaming match for half an hour, just arguing. I was arguing out of confusion because I couldn't believe ginger hair would be the deal breaker for him when he knew I was a ginger before he married me, and he was just mad that I went through his phone. Finally, his mother showed up to our house, uninvited, and I told her to leave because this was still our home and I wanted to have this argument in peace. However, apparently one of our neighbors had heard the shouting and called the cops, and when they showed up, I told them to take the only trespass, my mother-in-law, to jail while my husband and I sorted things out. Now, my husband is even angrier at me for getting his mother arrested, but I'm still in disbelief over the fact that he went on dates with other women without me. And the fact that he doesn't want me to be the mother of his child because I have ginger hair. Where on earth do I go from here?